having made clearly the great blunder of coming up with a name that you can't explain for 15 years.
That's actually right.
Whenever you're ready.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the latest Kate and Assad Do Business videos. This week, Kate and I, bit of a random topic actually. Recently, I've been asked quite a few times by colleagues and a couple of family members as well actually, why I named Phase 3 Phase 3, or originally I named it Phase 3 Consulting. So today we're going to be talking about what's in a name. Is it that important when you're obviously setting up a company? So
why did you name Phase 3 then, Assad?
do you know what? Honestly, I wish there was a really nice answer to that. One which, demonstrated the thought process that I had when naming the company.
I can evidence that there wasn't one, because every time you've told me this story, going back over the last 5 years, you've told it different. So I just want to know what he's going to say.
I know, because I'm still working out the story. Eventually I'll get there as to why I named it Phase 3.
Yeah, well, if it was strategically planned, it would be to do with our 3 sub-brands.
It could be Phase 3, consulting services and insights. But then if we have any additional brands, we're pretty screwed, aren't we? Because we're only Phase 3, we can't be Phase 4.
Well, it's also a pretty stupid name when you're in the business of running a lot of implementation projects.
I know, and that's the biggest thing. People come to me.
We'll do Phase 1 and Phase 2 and Phase 3. We'll do Phase
3. I know.
4.
I think I just picked it. from a list of available names. Okay, to be fair, and looking back on
domain names or
no, company names that were not taken, and on Company's House, and looking back on it, I quite like the name. See, I don't think a name has to demonstrate what the company does. So you look around Apple, Google, Facebook. They're not really. We've got Phase 3 Consulting. We've now rebranded to the Consulting
names, actually, to be fair.
Are they? You think that now because the brand has grown or the companies have grown into such huge global organisations, but typically someone turns around and say Google. You wouldn't.
Well, it's a good word.
You associate.
It's a good word.
It's not because you associate Google with Googling, searching now. Whereas 10, 15, whatever years ago, in fact 20 years ago, because I read it yesterday, nobody Google wasn't even a word. Is it actually a word?
Well, maybe that's why it's good.
Yeah. So we've chopped consulting from our name now, and it's just Phase 3. But looking back, I think there's a couple of things. Firstly, it's not very catchy. Phase 3 Consulting isn't catchy. Phase 3, a little bit more catchy. So we've rebranded, but our URL, our website address is the same because we can't change that. So it's still phase3consulting.co.uk. For example, our email addresses are still at phase3consulting.co.uk. It's quite a bit when you get typing, isn't it? Especially someone like me, you type quite quickly and sees loads of little red lines all over the place.
You type quite quickly?
No. Well, not compared to Super Kate, of course, but compared to mere mortals like the rest of us. I do, but then I always have to go back because I make so many bloody spelling mistakes. So what's in the name? What do you think, Kate? Is it how much time, how much effort should you? People have kind of Latin names that mean mad kind of 5-headed dinosaurs,
I think that's daft.
I
think that's daft.
Yeah.
I reckon if I started from scratch.
Yeah. If you were setting up a consulting company right now.
Yeah, straightforward. Something
what would
nice
you call
and straightforward.
Give me an example. One word?
No, because one word's quite hard to find. Which word?
Okay. So 2 short words?
I'd probably find the closest I could get to consulting. Something nice and straightforward. I mean, surely that's what a name is.
How important is it? How important is it, do you think?
Well, I think it's too accidental if you think you're going to happen on the latest Apple.
Yeah.
And you could make a terrible mistake.
Okay.
But I mean, I want to know this, Assad. Having made clearly the great blunder of coming up with a name that you can't explain for 15 years.
That's actually right. I'm laughing because what you just said is absolutely
Well, yeah.
bang on the money.
Yeah, you're too
I can't
right.
explain it. Yeah, that's quite sad, really.
And
Anyway,
you're still trying.
yeah.
The sadder thing is you're still trying after 15 years. Now, luckily, we're beyond that, aren't we? I mean,
Yeah.
we've got enough
Yeah.
reputation that you know, phase 3 can be phase 3 just because it is.
Excuse me.
But I would bet that a lot of people do what you did and just
Yeah.
come up with
Pick a
it.
name. Well, they do. I know a lot of people who set up
A daft
companies,
name.
and they do, and then others go the other way and think of overthinking. I
That's
never
why I'm
thought.
suggesting something straightforward.
See, I don't think it's that important. I think what's more important is what you deliver, obviously what your vision is, and the working in the business, and you know, as well as the on the business bits, which obviously I suppose a name comes under. But you know, I think the little things like web address, email address, making it memorable.
Yeah.
You know, making
Short
it
would be
memorable.
good.
Short and memorable is typically short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, these days we've got phase 3. Surely much more important that when you Google phase, there you go.
Yeah, you
When
see.
when you don't
Google.
Apple,
Yeah.
when you
yeah.
Apple phase 3, you get a decent. Is it called the meta tag that comes up, or?
Oh, let's not start on digital. Let's not start on digital.
Oh, go on, let's.
It's not good timing. It's not good timing. Yes. So, how much time do you guys put into, or have you put into naming your companies? Is it really that important? I'd love to hear what you think. You obviously know what Kate thinks of phase 3.
I think put more time into working out your name than you then spend for the next 15 years explaining why you didn't put time into.
Well, you know,
working out
half of that is just fun. I like to dream up and make up different explanations, because most people, other than you, a lot of people actually believe it when I tell them. More fool them. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back next week.
Will do.